So Molly-Mae has spoken out, breaking her silence on everything going on, and factory workers have also broken their silence on Molly-Mae and what they think about everything, and they are not pleased at all. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back at it again with another video. If you have not subscribed, guys, click that button. It's daily and consistent content, and let's get straight into this video, guys. Click that button. It's daily and consistent content. I'm not in London, I'm still in Dubai, and I'm still coming to you guys with videos. This is what Molly-Mae has said. I wanted to come back online today as normal, but I feel like before I do, I just wanted to say this, ... When I say I will post anything online, it is never with malice or ill intent. I completely appreciate that things can affect different people in different ways. However, I just want to stress that I would never intend to hurt or upset anyone by anything that I say or do. I apologize to the people that have been affected negatively or misunderstood the meaning of what I said in the podcast. The intentions of the podcast were only ever to tell my story and inspire from my own experience. Love to you all, always. The gag is you can't inspire from your own experience because nobody looks like you, number one. Number two, for you to be saying, I apologize to the people that have been affected negatively or misunderstood. Nobody misunderstood you. If anything, you misunderstood everybody else's critique and you've come out with this. Number three, I don't think this warrants an apology. I do not think Molly-Mae needs to apologize. I do not think Molly-Mae has a bad bone in her body. I don't think she's an evil person who sits there with evil intentions to make people feel bad. I don't think that's the issue at all. That was never the issue, and that's what nobody was disputing. So I think it's more of just a deviation tactic from a PR management company because that is not being addressed. For you to say people have misunderstood you, I think is pathetic because nobody has misunderstood you. You misunderstood yourself and everything around you and everybody else's critique, because half of the reason for why you are there is because of factors that have led to you not working at all. You being a white, cis, conventionally attractive woman, you being approached to go on Love Island and sit there for 8 weeks, boosting your career to maximum, PLT career director at 22, when people have had degrees working to that particular stage but can't get there. There's many reasons for why you are in the position that you are in today, and it's not because of your hard work. You have privileges that others do not, and for your lack of awareness to them, it's frustrating, especially those who are literally working 12-hour shifts either in the NHS or working in factories. Speaking of the factories, they have now spoken out. 2 years on, 2 workers who spoke out to Vice are out of a job due to the closure of factories and are struggling in an economic climate that has ravaged the garment industry of the East Midlands. Vice caught up with these two who worked in these particular factories, as an unflattering independent review by Alison Levitt into Boohoo's letter supplied found that allegations of unacceptable and working conditions and underpayment were substantially true. What do you think of Molly-Mae's comments? Jamie's one of them. He says, that's not right and I'm angry. She's successful because life is easy for her. It's not for everyone else. Just because you're rich, you cannot view everyone on the same level. We cannot be the same as you. Only we know how hard our life has been. She should talk less and think more. Drew is the other one and says, she doesn't know other people's jobs, how much they get paid, their life situation. She hasn't lived my 24 hours. Her 24 hours is very comfortable compared to others. I would like to know how much of her day is doing hard work and for how long she works. We worked 8 to 10 hours, churning out 1,000 clothes every day, being paid £5.50 an hour only a couple of years ago. How can I have the same 24 hours and succeed? My working life started in 1993, being paid £1.75 an hour in this country. What she has said is bad. She has no idea what our lives are like. They're not holding back, guys. Do you think you have the same success opportunity as her? Jamie says, when I was 22, I was working 10 hours a day in a factory. She earns thousands a month probably, but I got less than £3 back then. She doesn't understand that people were paid £2 to make clothes. How can we be equal? Drew says, no way. It's so easy for her to say that. She doesn't have the worry and anxiety about paying her bills, mortgage, buying food, all whilst not once being paid the minimum. If you could respond to Molly about her comments, what would you say to her? Jamie says, it's very easy to design and wear clothes made by us. You are being paid easy money compared to us. You're still young. We know what our life has been like and what nearly 3 decades of making clothes have been like. PLT, the company you now work for, have made clothes on the cheap here for years. The company and factories got rich and succeeded, not us. We had 24 hours in a day and worked for 10 of them, every single day whilst not being paid enough. Come here to a factory and experience it for a couple of days. Then you will know what someone's 24 hours is like. Drew says, I will say to her in 24 hours, try and make one of our designs. Make the cuttings. Put the labels on. Sew them all together. In fact, give her 40 hours. She won't be able to do it. Drew is reading right now, but someone can do her job and will be more qualified maybe. Oh, bloop, you have a very easy life and a privileged job compared to us. Okay, Drew, now you're the creative director of a company who made clothes on the cheap in our city. We made the clothes that you people wear and were paid pennies. How can you say I have the same 24 hours to succeed? Okay, Drew came with a cute read there. But this is it's basically coming out from the horse's mouth. The factory workers who've worked for PLT, Boohoo, they are the ones now who have spoken out directly to say, you're mess money for what you're saying. It's ignorant. And for her to now come with that response, it just doesn't make it any better. For people to be saying, oh, people are dragging this now, people should leave Molly now, or they're doing the most now. Listen to the words of the factory workers who have now spoken out themselves and are speaking directly about how hard they worked. £1.75 an hour. And it's now been upgraded to £5.50. This is why nobody can buy property in this particular place, because property prices are increasing and average salaries are, if anything, decreasing. It's become an absolute hellhole for so many people, and why there's been such a high birth rate of scummy landlords who treat the tenants like absolute crap. There's just been so many issues here. If anything, this has made it worse for PLT and Boohoo for her to be creative director, because there's going to be a high association for the fact that factory workers don't get paid more. That is now being put a lot more in the stratosphere, and a lot more people know that than they didn't before. It's an absolute madness, and I'm here for the factory workers, and I'm glad they've been given a voice. Let me know your thoughts are, guys. Subscribe to the channel, click that button. It's daily and consistent content, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.